Hi, I'm Andy. Today I'm in the China Garden Museum. Here they display the donation when they built the Garden Museum 10 years ago. This is a two-piece of a goblet. It was carved on the stone. It was used to inlaid in the door of a garden in west of Beijing. This Emperor's Imperial Garden, but it was destroyed by the Anglo-French forces in 1860. Here, these three characters, it's Shen, Xing, Sui, body, walk, follow. This is Emperor's Qianlong's handwriting. Here they have the mark of his seal. This side is it's like a Qing, Sheng, Xu, Chu. Qing is a kind of traditional Chinese music instrument. It's made of jade stone. Sheng is a sound. Xu is slowly. Chu is out. And here, this is the green color glazed tile used on the roof of the Temple of Heaven. The color is a glazed tile. And here, this one, because the sky is blue, so they use a blue color glazed tile in the Temple of Heaven. And you can see there's a stamp on the surface. It was made in the Emperor Qianlong's reign in the Qing dynasty over 250 years ago. On the right, they have one single character that's a Tan, means a temple. That means the Temple of Heaven. These are the animal statues on the roof. And this is the flower pot that was made of, we call the purple sand. That's a brush holder. Here's a two porcelain plate. On the left is we call the blue flower. They have the pattern of a garden. On the right depicts the people's life in the garden. This is a print of the ancient tiles. Clay tiles were used to put on the roof, and the calligraphy. And here is some Tibetan Buddhism sculpture, and this piece of for praying. This one is also the Tibetan Buddhism sculptures. Here's some funny one. It's a different kind of stones and minerals, but we make them like a cuisine, a dish. This one is a bamboo carving with 9 dragons on it. This one is a glazed tiled building structure, also used on the roof. Okay, here I want to tell you something about the color painting. In China, we have 3 kinds of color painting on the wooden structures. The first one, this one we call it Hexi color painting. They have the pattern of a dragon and a phoenix, and it was gold plated. Mostly it was used on the palace, in imperial palace. And this one we call it Su-style color painting. You can see in that opening, they have painting like flowers or birds or other landscape painting or figures. This one is from Suzhou, South China, so we call it a Su-style color painting. The third one we call it Xuanzi color painting. That was mostly used on the temple or court. You can see they have a lot of circles, and the main color is blue and green. So we call it Xuanzi color painting. That's 3 kinds of color painting in China. Like I mentioned before, the color painting is not only for decoration, it's also the most important function of a color painting is to protect the wooden structures, because Chinese ancient architecture was made up of wood and brick. And this one is cloisonné vase. Cloisonné is a French word. It was made of copper body, and they have enamel on the surface and fired in the kiln for 7 times and polished. In the old dynasty, it was only used by the emperor. common people is not allowed to use it. I've never seen it before. And this is a miniature of the Potala Palace in Tibet, Lhasa. And this one is the color painting. You can see there's a dragon. That means it was used by the emperor. This piece of brick, it was made in South China, Suzhou, in the imperial kiln. It was used to pave in the Forbidden City. We call it the Hall of Supreme Harmony. That's the emperor's throne hall. On the floor, we call it Jinzhuan gold brick. It's not made of gold, but it's a very complete process to make this brick. And probably the last one, because it was made in Xuantong 3年, last Emperor Puyi's third year, that is 1911, almost the end of the Qing dynasty. From here, you can see there's the stamp on it, but the light is too dark over there. But here you can see the picture. That was they have the stamp, but that was the people who inspected the construction. That means this is the ancient quality control. That was they have the name of the kiln and also have the local official's name on it. That means if this piece of a brick have a problem, and they will find who is accountable for this problem. That's ancient Chinese quality control. And here's a 2-portion plate. The picture is the pattern is chicken fight in the garden. So chicken fight is like a cricket fighting in China. Used to be our entertainment. Here's a 2 piece of wood carving from Canton. It's 2 lines. Even outside the wood, they have layer of castor, because you can see they have the painting on the surface. This one is a broken clay tile on the roof of an ancient garden. The 2 characters are Shanglin, that was the garden of the emperor 1,800 years ago. Flower pot. We use a beautiful porcelain make a flower pot. And on the top, that was the print of the brick carving in the Han Dynasty, almost 2,000 years old. So you can see that time the noble, when they coming out for hunting or pleasure, that's their procession. This is we call it the Jingfan. That was like the decoration in the Tibetan Buddhism temple. Here is the calligraphy. People carve the calligraphy on the stone, and later you can preserve the better. This is a traditional Chinese fan made of silk. The frame was made of ivory. You can see they have the people's life in the Chinese garden. It's a flower arrangement. It's not a real one, but it's called the friendship of a gentleman. So in China, we use the pine, bamboo, and the plum. We call them 岁寒三友, the friends of the cold winter, because they evergreen or blossom in the winter. So we call them the friendship of 3 gentlemen. That means the friendship between the gentlemen should not be based on interest or money or food. It's the real friendship. It's making friendship with your heart. And this one is 上善若水. It's a quotation from Confucianism. That means the best is water, because water flourish the living creatures. Stone. This one is Taihu rock. Taihu is the biggest freshwater lake from South China, and these rocks on the bottom of the lake are washed by the lake water for 1,000 years, so they have very strange shape. And this one you can see it looks like a line. This one we call the 云秀仙风. That is jade cloud, fairy wind. So here is the color painting of ancient Chinese wooden structure. So you can see the wood, that's the original wood log. So you have to make the shape like a round one and make it smooth. Some part you need to fix it. You use the mud to cover the surface, and later you put the linen and layer over layer and the mud. The most important thing is you put tongue oil and pig blood inside, and at the end you paint the color painting on it. So this one is used in the garden. The one on the top is similar. That was used for the palace because you can see the dragon and the circles on it.